Hey everyone, Michael here with yet another new channel on Tesla. That's right, if you haven't heard the information you want to hear from any other channel, it probably won't be here either. But maybe you're just looking for a different take on the whole situation. I'm only looking to make this channel because in the process of discovering all the amazing pieces of a puzzle that adds up to Elon Musk and Tesla, I ordered a Model Y expecting a whole different car buying experience. And I did get one. But then I learned about Battery Day, then I became a Tesla fanboy, and then I had to cancel my Model Y for several reasons. First, I really wanted to see if, in the unlikely event they made any announcements that influenced my choice of model or options, or even timing if they're going to release something new very soon that I should probably wait for. I have a severe case of FOMO, fear of missing out. So I've been watching so many of your other YouTube video channels, and I really appreciate all the information that you guys are providing out there, from Ryan Shaw Tech's real world driving videos and down to earth practical use Model Y accessories and videos, Ben Sullins and family for their day-to-day living and comparisons between the various models, to Derek with all the cool mods and accessories, and of course Zach and Jesse, and the Now You Know channel for all their cool insights and details that more than likely I would miss out on otherwise. Second, I've really become so passionate about Tesla, and I'm really excited to do my part in their mission to accelerate the move to sustainable power, that I was kind of and truly disappointed in the brief but lackluster presentation and overall feeling of buying into this new world and not having some welcoming concept and experience that would really solidify my brand choice and, overall choice. While I realize that there is really no other choice, I would like to think that Tesla could be a little more proactive, utilizing their associates and their service centers to really push the adoption by having really passionate individuals share the Tesla vision. I believe most average car buyers are aware of electric vehicles, but electric vehicles aren't really mainstream enough, and there isn't enough information out there, so people just kind of assume, well, when they become mainstream, I hear more about them, then I'll get one then. They must not be capable enough. But the message really needs to get out there that Tesla is making amazing vehicles, but to get that message over to the average car buyer, I believe we really need to make the experience something people will talk about. Then others will seek the experience, hopefully gain the knowledge, then buy and pass along the word. Because for those of us that are into the technology, we're already talking about it, we already understand it, we're already excited about it. We really just need to get people that aren't excited about technology into being excited about Tesla and why their cars are so much better. So to get this process started, and maybe we can narrow down an ideal set of experiences that a new Tesla owner should have during their buying process, as well as upon and after delivery. I guess what I'm looking for is ideas of what would make the Tesla experience something that's worthy of the Tesla name and mission. I've purchased 4 new cars in my last 23 years. The only positive car buying experience I've ever had was buying a 1997 Saturn. They made me feel so happy to be buying from them. The different kind of company, different kind of car. They really went the extra mile. On the showroom floor, my sales rep gave me a thorough overview of all the basic use details and all the stuff that most salespeople kind of gloss over. He really had me excited to have purchased a Saturn. And then at the end of the whole tutorial, every employee was called to congregate and applaud me as I was photographed with my salesman and the crowd, and then I drove my new 1997 Saturn SC2 Sports Coupe right off the showroom floor. It was quite an experience, and for my first new car, that was amazing. Since then, I've really had nothing but miserable car buying experiences. Granted, the bar had been set very high for my first new car. I traded that Saturn in just a few years before the car company went under. That was a GM car company. And then I purchased a 2002 Isuzu Rodeo after dealing with a Ford salesman. That was not something I want to relive. Then once that one became outdated in tech and I really wanted to have Bluetooth and all the latest things, I traded that in for a 2009 Nissan Murano, which was my first lease and my last lease. It was a horrible experience. The car was buggy and problematic, and I couldn't wait to get rid of it. Between the sensors thinking my tires were flat and a trunk that would close some days or open on its own on other days, I happily traded that car in for a 2011 Ford Edge. But at this point in my life, I didn't want to deal with a car salesman and in the stereotypical manner. I wanted to walk in, demand my own terms, and walk out with an answer, period. I didn't want to haggle or deal with all that BS. So while it was a bit brash, it really streamlined my buying experience. That's how I ended up getting the car I wanted, the Ford Edge. It was a little rocky at first when I bought it, but it's been a decent ICE car. You know, the Microsoft Sync system was a little buggy at first, but eventually they got most of it worked out. But now that I know what I know, I can't live with an ICE vehicle. My Tesla experience was lacking, though. After wanting one for a couple of years, but never really looking into them, assuming it was way out of my financial reach, as well as living in a condo, I thought there was no way I can't have a, Tesla and not have a charger at home. But then I was riding my bike around my neighborhood, and a Tesla pulled into my neighborhood with a resident sticker on it. Then my mind began racing, putting all the information together and realizing I could get a Tesla. I immediately called my friend John and asked him if he wanted to go with me on my first Tesla test drive. We drove over to the Tesla service center that had just opened up on our nearby Okeechobee Boulevard here in West Palm Beach, Florida. And a nice young lady was there. She wasn't super knowledgeable, but she said, "Oh, would you like to take it for a test drive?" And that's what we were there for. So we didn't really have too many questions. We kind of just wanted to see what it was like. And I took the vehicle out, and I didn't know anything except they were electric. Aside from the whole driving experience being reimagined, which was wild and amazing just to learn that, it was blowing my mind until I then hit the accelerator. And I'm a lead foot as it is, so I pressed down to see what it would do. And I can't explain what happened without making this an adult-rated video. Needless to say, I had to change my underwear. The salesperson we met at the dealer who set up the test drive was very friendly, but not really knowledgeable about the tech side of things, as I was most interested in that. So I took the Model Y for an overnight experience. My friend John and I, we took it out, we spun it all over town, supercharged it, got the full experience, and I fell in love. I went home that night and placed my order for a Model Y long-range dual motor. I received a confirmation email saying the order was received. And that was it. So it was Friday, though, and I thought, well, maybe it'll just be Monday, because you know how that works. Sometimes there's just not somebody there to process it. So I waited, anticipating over the entire weekend, and then Monday came along, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. I'm like, geez. Besides the "thank you for your order, we'll be with you soon" type of email, I really got nothing, and so I was somewhat disappointed. There was never any communication from Tesla outside of the first order confirmation to walk me through the processes. I only knew that I was supposed to have something like 2 or 3 or 4 steps that was supposed to be, pick your stuff, get your financing in order, choose if you're going to trade in, and then pick a delivery date once they got there. So I thought maybe it's in the delivery process, everything happens, and then it's like, oh, going to be this great experience. The salesperson or the delivery person is going to come out and be like, "Here's your new Tesla. This is amazing. You're part of this great new family of EV owners, and we're going to change the world," and whatever. But I started watching all the delivery videos, and it didn't seem like that was really the case. Just kind of some nice things. Then of course we have the pandemic, which makes all the deliveries contactless, which make it even more difficult to do an experience. So if you've already had or could design the perfect Tesla first buying experience and welcome experience, what would it be like? Or maybe you've already had one, what was it like? Or maybe if you've had a previous experience buying another car and it was amazing for some reason, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know, what pieces of those different elements that we all have experienced would be a great buying experience for Tesla. That's all for now. Thank you so much. Take care.